Okay, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is TDS Darth Wage back at you with another video yet again. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you the rise and fall of what was once an empire. Now, getting into this, I want this to be known. Latte, I have nothing against you. You actually might be interested in watching this video. All the SLE members will more than likely be interested in watching this video. Anybody who has been involved with Casper will more than likely be very interested in what's going to be displayed in this video. Okay, so first we're going to start with the beginning of the end. Now, back in the day, I want to say this. Casper seemed to have no issue with bullying people whenever it came to him being the bully and him having the empire. Whenever he took all my members and shit like that, you know, it was hee hee ha ha blah blah blah, I've got more members than you. So you know what, let's go ahead and see it from his own words. All right, so basically his messages are in blue and mine are in gray. I want that to be clear. All right. So when I show you this, pay close attention. This is whenever me and him was actually beefing, because this is the beginning of the end. So let's see some of the messages whenever me and him had the beef going and all the drama was going between me and him. So let's take a look. What was said? I mean, I personally don't care which way it goes, honestly. This community is rallied against you at this point. People are aware you will not have a fun experience on this game. You should be playing it more than 30 minutes. All right, so he had no problem saying all that shit whenever me and him was going at it, and Sonya squad was on his side, Sensei squad, whatever, was on his side. All the SLE members was on his side, you know. Okay. So with that being said, let's see some of the other shit he was saying, right? So let's see. He said, you see, I treat people the right way. And when I ask a favor, it isn't a problem. You should learn that trait. You have some of the best teams after you, from mid-tier to S-tier. So once again, he's bragging about having all these people on his side, right? Having all these people on his side. Sonya squad, Sensei, SLE, everybody. Basically, the whole fucking comp community was headhunting me and searching for me. Like, he made it sound and look like it was under his command. It might have been, I don't know. But so now you have his mindset whenever everybody was on his side, correct? Okay, so let's see, is there more? So, and he even said there was a lot more than that looking for me. And I told him, and for those words, I'll see to it. Sick boy never apologizes to you. Laugh out loud. It really feels good to know that it takes 50 of the very best to fight 4 people who literally just came back for temporary. Laugh out loud. I'm stalked by no lives on watch 24/7 to see when we get on. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Which is true. I was being stalked at least by 50 plus people every day. Whether it was on YouTube or Xbox, day or night. Right? So, once again, he had no issue at all doing this shit, right? No issue at all whenever everybody was on his side. Okay, so now that we have an idea of his mentality whenever he had like everybody against me and on his side, right? So now we see how he was back then. So now let's go ahead and get into the plot. See, a while back, I made a video on him offering for him to join TDS or whatever, and I exposed him. And you know what? All it took was a simple "I'm sorry," and the whole fucking community just, all right, we're cool. You know, it doesn't matter that you tried to fuck me over or none of that. Yeah, we can be cool again. You know, it's all right. You just fucked me over and ditched me for the very guy that I defended you for. You know, so yeah, it's just, you know, all cool. Okay. Well, now we know how much stupidity he surrounds himself with. Let's go into the plot of what I was doing. Okay. So basically, he missed us being friends, right? So my whole plan from the get-go was to basically use this to my advantage. Yes, to manipulate him, to pretend to be his friend, so I can later on expose him for what he really is. I mean, Casper, did you honestly think I was going to forgive you after all the bullshit lies you told on me, after all the shit you twisted and made up on me? Bro, I was not about to forgive you for that shit. We are beyond friendship. We are beyond repair for friendship. Like, you should have been smart enough to know that shit by now, but, you know, some people just don't learn. Like, really. So, getting into it, let's see what he had to say. As you can see, Casper right here, he said, "There aren't days where I don't think of where me and you came from. I just wish you never played me. That hurt." It hurt because I exposed you after all the shit you fucking said and did about me? Okay, that makes no sense, but alright. Okay, so I replied to him at the time and said, if people will leave me alone, they won't. And I agree. We used to be best friends. You was like a son to me, which I lied. I'll admit, right there, I lied, bitch. You ain't no fucking son to me. I was always there for you. Now, this part is true. I said, I was always there for you when no one else was. The playing goes both ways. And it does. You know, he played me, I played him. It went both ways. Like, literally, doing it to each other. So, yeah. You're exposing me, I'm exposing you, we get it out of the way. Alright? This will be the final nail in the coffin, because I'm sick of all the stupid shit. Right? So, let's see here. He said, next, you were and are the only person I truly connected with, even today. Even today, nobody can match that. So as you can see, he's talking like he wants to be my friend again. So I'm here like, okay. So I told him, this is the plot. My plan, the idea, was to get on his good side. and I'll tell you why. Whenever I made my video on Sonya, right? Whenever I made my video on Sonya, I knew Sonya and his squad wasn't gonna fucking stand for that shit of me and Casper being friends and everybody all being cool after I made my video. I knew they wasn't gonna be down for that. So getting in cool with Casper would result in everybody, basically Sonya squad, Sensei squad, all them, it would result in all of them ditching him. And I knew this. All I had to do was get in, right? So when I saw these messages, I told him, you know, and this is the part that nobody even like is gonna realize. I told him, sooner or later they will turn on you like everyone does to me. It's a cycle. Now, why did I say this? Because that was my intention all along, was to turn everybody against him. And the funny, I'm gonna save that for later. Hold on. All right, so I literally told him right there, sooner or later they're gonna turn on you, like everyone does to me. You know, so I basically kind of gave myself away a little bit right there, but you know what? It's whatever. So the next message he messaged me was, I was thinking of just quitting everything. Those thoughts have crossed my mind occasionally. The only reason I stick with it is because I have a viewer base to uphold. If I didn't have that, I would have been done the day I left TDS. And I don't even know why he said he left whenever he got kicked, but okay. Anyway, with that being said, I told him, I told him, let me zoom in. I told him, they are not loyal. You will see that when Battlefront 2 is over. If only you knew what people say when you are not there. And you know what? I was being 100% honest with him about that. They were talking behind his back. But anyway, I even gave another hint. They are not loyal. You will see that when Battlefront 2 is over. In other words, after I get done with you. You're gonna find out no one is loyal to you. Alright. So he put on there, I trust no matter what happens, we keep this conversation between us if there is a shred of decency left within you. I'm sorry, but whenever it comes to the beef me and you have, there ain't no such thing as decency. Like, honestly. Like, there's more I got to show, and there's things I want to say right now, but it wouldn't make sense if I said them without showing you what's to come. Alright, so, anyway, with that being said, alright, as you'll notice right here, like this, you won't be able to see or whatever, but I basically showed him a message that someone sent me, right? So, of what they were, some of the shit that was being said behind his back. Alright, so I told him, that's what is going on when you are gone. Feels great to finally be in my shoes, don't it? When you can't trust no one. And that's only one. There is more, but one is enough. You know, I mean, why would I show more? Right? Alright, hold on. Let me see. Damn it. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it isn't always letting me scroll over, but anyway. So I told him. And I was giving him shit to think about, like I did in one of the more recent videos. I told him, oh yeah, it was in his video that he deleted, which I'll prove later. But anyway, I told him, you think those viewers are loyal? And whenever I said this, I misspelled a lot of shit, but I said, how'd the non-Battlefront 2 content go? Not so well, huh? Loyalty. Laugh out loud. They will turn on you the second someone lies on you, just like they did to me. And I was talking about the community. And I was also talking about him. Whenever he lied on me, everyone turned on me and went to him. Right? Okay. So, continuing my messages to him, I said, Gears of War, boy, they sure supported you then. How about that Black Ops? True fans, right? Because, you know, our fans only seem to fucking support us on one game. So, yeah. Well, mine's, you know, support me somewhat on other games, but nothing like Battlefront 2. But anyway, besides the point, I told him GTA 5, banger, laugh out loud. And this is not trash talking, it's an eye-opener. Them boys you got are only there for now, as in temporary. Now, did I lie? No. Why? As I said, everybody around him was going to ditch him. Whenever I became friends with him again, whenever we dropped all the beef, whenever Sonya got word of it, whenever all of them people who's involved with Sonya got word of it, they're going to follow suit and they're all going to ditch him. And as I said previously, all I had to do was get in, right? So I told him, you know, it's even funny. I even hinted to him, you will learn the same as I did. You know, I'm throwing like little hints in there for him to catch on to, but he's the smartest guy you'll ever know, right? Anyway, so I told him even further, as far as when we was friends, it was nice. We went at it like brothers and got over it, which is a lie. Brothers don't fucking go at it like that, but anyway, and got over it, but nothing like it is now. And I didn't want to be your friend after so many lies, and when I saw stuff saved from years ago that you twisted to fit a story, that's where it became personal. And that's fucking fact. You know, right there, I was telling him, right there, I didn't want to be your friend, and I still don't want to be your friend. And at this point, what do I got to lie about, right? I told him after so many lies, and when I saw stuff saved from years ago that you twisted to fit a story, that's where it became personal. And that I stay true to this day. So now that we have that, that's basically the idea of the plot, right? All I had to do was sweet talk and get in. Because as I told you, Casper, you're nicer than me. I don't have decency whenever it comes to people like you. Nor should I have to. With that being said, now let's get into this. Now, Japan, don't take this personal in any kind of way whenever I show this kind of shit. But here we go. Okay. So, as the title reads, Casper don't mind hackers when they are on his team. And he don't. Like, he'll talk all this shit about cheaters and stuff, but he damn sure don't mind playing with them, apparently. Whenever it comes to a hacker booting people offline and shit like that, you don't mind having that on your team, do you? No, you don't. You know, whenever people just suddenly lose internet connection versus you, or whenever somebody just wants to get online and play with their friends, well, you don't mind getting people booted offline, do you? No, you don't. And just in case you try to say that, I'm going to show people something in just a second. All right, so right here, this was me messaging Casper. Hold on. This was me messaging Casper, right? I said, Japan is messaging my friends, laugh out loud. He's threatening to DDoS Ark and Gamer Girl just for being in a party with me. Japan is stupid. Ark is one of your subs and mine as well, right? All right. So what did he say? He said, I'm trying to handle it without bringing forward the news yet, as in the news about me, about us squashing the beef and us working as a team again, right? So he said, I'm trying to handle it without bringing forward the news yet. I just told them to stop. And in other words, he just told them to stop, you know, with all the fucking IP booting shit like that. And on top of that, he was also talking about the Sonya shit going on at the time, I believe, but I could be wrong. And I told him, okay, that's fine. Right? Okay, so with that being said, let's see what I messaged him next. I said, okay, if you could tell Japan to leave Ark alone. He said, done. Right? And I said, okay. All right. But I do believe if you think I'm lying, all right, if you think I'm lying, let's take a second to hear it from Japan's own mouth. I'm moving on. You know, Casper's going his way, and I'm going my way, and I'm saying fuck the whole community. I don't want nothing else to do with it. But as far as me and you having beef, no, I've never had a problem with you at all.
Mm-hmm.
The only time that I had a problem was whenever, like, that's why I asked you, whenever I was recording, was about Casper telling you to fucking hit his own subscribers offline for some reason.
Yeah, that shit was true, bro. We were in the fucking group chat one day. I remember this shit. He randomly asked me to fucking... I sent him a screenshot of what Archangel was sending to me. He told me to dox him.
Yeah, that didn't
He literally said pull his IP, and I did.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense to me. I was like, why the fuck is he trying to get his own subs hit offline? Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That don't make no sense to me. I could understand wanting to hit me offline, you know, but I don't get that. That's stupid that you would hit your own fucking subscribers offline just because they're hanging with me. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
that and Ark and them wasn't even my official team. You know, they were subscribers who just wanted to play with me. That was it. We wasn't no official fucking 4-stack. We were just playing together.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Casper's intention was, hey, if you hang out with Wade, you'll get hit offline. So he tried to isolate everybody and make everybody not want to play with me for that reason, just because it's me. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's basically what.
He basically wanted to isolate me from the community, and if you hang with Wade, you get hit offline.
Yeah, that's what he wanted, pretty much, I guess.
Mm. Okay, so now that we got that bullshit out of the way, let us get into something else that I would like to show you about Casper. This is going to be called Casper Likes to Dish Drama, but Can't Take Drama. As much as he jumps on YouTube talking about he's tired of all the drama, I'm sick of all the drama, everybody's always targeting me, everybody's always coming after me. Well, shit, whenever they were coming after me, you didn't have a fucking problem with it, did you? It was all fun and games then until it got flipped around on you, huh? Interesting. Well, let's see what he had to say during the time of the chat that had Sonya, Sensei, and everybody in it. Oh yeah, I was just trolling the group chat before I left. I told him it's good you left. He said, yeah, no, okay. Now that part I'm gonna skip because, yeah. Anyway, now let's see what else he had to say. As much as he don't like drama, as much as he hates drama, and he's sick of all the toxic people in the community. Let's see what he had to say. He said, I'm going back into the Battlefront community to settle the scores and shut everyone up. That's my idea of fun right now. But I thought you don't like drama. But you're saying right now that this is your idea of fun, right? Isn't that kind of contradicting? You don't like drama, you don't want to be involved with all the toxic people, but yet here you are saying that's your idea of fun right now, going back into the Battlefront community to settle scores and shut everyone up? That's your idea of fun? Thought you didn't want to be a part of all the drama and shit no more, but what do I know, right? Okay, anyway, with that being said, I replied to him. As much as everybody thinks I'm trying to come back to Battlefront 2 with all this toxic shit going on, I told him, I really don't even care about Battlefront 2. Have fun. I'll be preparing for Witch Queen and getting the 30th anniversary weapons, which is Halo weapons for Destiny 2. Right? But, you know, I'm all about drama. Okay, well, anyway, moving forward. So, let's see here. This right here, I told him even further. Messing with Battlefront 2 is gonna make you fall behind. Yeah, this is something I have to do. That's cool that you're prepping for Witch Queen. I'll be alternating between games, it's fine. I should have taken care of this business a while back, but Right? Okay. Once again, you're not about all the drama. I didn't want to deal with it at the time, right? Like, once again, he can dish drama, he can create drama, but he can't deal with it. He can't take drama. And I told him, well, it's more of a choice, but yeah, have fun, man. I personally don't even care what they are saying. They are a distant memory to me. So, whenever I say they're a distant memory to me, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Sonya Squad, Latte, Lydrate, all of them. They're a distant memory to me. The Sensei beef, all a distant memory to me. Well, I mean, more like pawns. Because I knew all I had to do was join to make everybody turn against Casper. But anyway, so with that being said, he said it's just something I need to do, but yeah, I get it. So in other words, right here, you see, I'm trying to talk sense into this motherfucker. I'm like, dude, just leave it alone. Move on. Get this shit over with. Let's go. Leave. You know? But was I his friend? No. When I said this, was I giving good advice? Yes. But was I his friend? No. Alright, so with that said... Wait, is that it? Okay, yeah. So there's that. Casper likes to dish drama, but can't take the drama that he creates. Alright, so let's see. Now, with that being said, there's one thing about Casper that people need to learn. And that's Casper uses people and uploads unofficial 1v1s. And I can prove that too. So right here, this right here, I know doesn't look like much. You know, as much as a lot of people like to say, Wage, what have you ever done for me? And this and that shit. You know, right here, he's asking me to recreate the octagon. I told him, yeah, I will when I get time. Right? Thanks, bro. Okay. So, this right here is a message he messaged me before he went up against Vendetta. I believe it was Vendetta, whoever the hell he fought on Halo. Right? So, he messaged me and said, I gotta get a warm-up in the octagon before I fight these guys in Reach today. Do you think you can help me out by giving me a warm-up? I told him, I'm not going to be a warm-up, laugh out loud. I have more rust than you do. And I have not even made the octagon yet. And he said, okay. But here's the real truth. Here's the real reason I didn't give him a warm-up. All right? I'm going to show you the real reason I didn't give him the warm-up. All right? So this video right here, Halo 4 BBE friendly 1v1. Keep in mind, this was 4 years ago. And a good while back, this video had a very different title whenever me and Casper was really beefing. Back then, it was him talking about, oh, this was an official 1v1, and just to show you I'm better than Wage in every way, and yeah, all kinds of bullshit like that. Right? Okay, just making that clear. So was I going to be his warm-up so he can record another fucking warm-up and try to say it was a real 1v1? No. Nah, bitch, you can go fuck yourself. Trying to fucking, what are you gonna do? Just record another fucking match and then, oh, whenever you find out me and you are enemies again, you're gonna try to upload some shit? Upload a fucking warm-up and try to call it official? Nah, buddy. Not this time. This time I came prepared for your ass, boy. Alright, so with that being said, oh, by the way, another person that could back me up on that would be Wild Eye. Battlefront 2, SLE Casper versus Wild Eye, 1v1, unofficial. So once again, for some reason, this guy, he uploads unofficial 1v1s against people. You know, whenever he tells you, oh, this is a friendly match, and yeah, we're just screwing around, you know, shit like that. This is the type of shit he does. And that was uploaded 2 weeks ago. It's so funny that some shit that he uploaded 4 years ago has something in common that was uploaded 2 weeks ago. Battlefront 2 SLE Casper versus Wild Eye 1v1. Now, he had to change that. He changed that title eventually and announced that it was an official 1v1. Just letting that be known. Like, he literally had to change the title. But yeah. Okay. So now with that being said. Alright. Since we're on the topic of Casper uses people and uploads unofficial 1v1s. Okay. Now, whenever I said he uses people, I want you to understand at the time I gained his trust. Right? So, once again, you see this is Casper. Now, he messaged me and said, the only two we can trust are each other. I told him, you're welcome for the info, because at the time, I showed him screenshots of all the people that was friends with Sensei and all the shit like that. That was, you know, supposed to not be friends with Sensei and Sonya and all them. Right? So I told him he was welcome for the info. And he said, from now on, they're just there if we need a video, nothing more. So what is he saying? From now on, they're just there if we need a video, nothing more. And then I put Kills had Sensei as well until I called him out on it. Right, so what's he saying right there? Whenever I accuse Casper of using people And you see it in his own fucking message to me that from now on, they're just there if we need a video, nothing more. That would be him talking about Isaac Poopy. That would be talking about him. That would be him talking about kills. That would be him talking about all of them, other than Japan. Or maybe Sly, I don't know. But basically, he was talking about from now on, they're just there if we need a video, nothing more. So whenever I tell you that Casper uses people, don't take my word for it. Take his. Let me zoom in for it. Let me zoom in on it for you. From now on, they're just there if we need a video, nothing more. Thank you, Casper. I'm so glad you can call me a liar whenever the proof is in your own words. So thank you for providing that, by the way. Anyway, with that being said, now that I have shown you how Casper likes to use people, oh, by the way, that's all, that's also what he thinks of his friends. They're just there for video purposes, nothing more. Nothing but video purposes. Other than that, you are nothing. So keep that in mind. As much as I'm the monster here. Wow. Okay then. So that's what you think of your friends. Nothing but video purposes only, huh? Got it. Alright, so now with that being said... Oh, this is going to be good. So now with that being said, I want to show you how Casper really feels about his friends. All right. So once again, let me go into this. So SLE Rain. Let's see. Rain. Don't take this personal. Sly. Don't take this personal. And Japan. Don't take it personal. And Insanity Kane. Don't take it personal. And Kills. Don't take it personal. But now it's time to show you what he really thinks about all of you. Okay. So... if you're interested in knowing what Casper really thinks of you, I will show you. Alright, keep in mind that this is at a time where Casper trusted me. Okay, so, whenever Grim Ghoul... oh, I forgot to mention that name, Grim Ghoul. Now, Grim Ghoul. Now, everybody that is friends with Casper should by now know who Grim Ghoul is. So keep in mind, this is Casper, a message from Casper to me and back and forth. So let's see what he says about Grim Ghoul. I told him, laugh out loud. Grim left the chat. He said, laugh out loud. Oh, well, I couldn't care about it. So I replied back and I said, no loss in my book. And what did he reply with? Absolutely no loss. So what was he saying right here? He was saying that Grim Ghoul was no loss. And in other words, you are irrelevant. You mean nothing to him. That's what that fucking means. And you can try to twist it. But you see it right here in blue. You can't make it up. You can't say I lied about it. I'm showing it. Who's this message to? Kid Casper. Mine's in gray. His is in blue. He said he couldn't care about it. I said there's no loss in my book, and he went right along with me. Absolutely no loss. Right? But I'm just a liar. Okay. Well, on to the next message of what Casper thinks about his friends. So I was messaging him about Kane. So this is what he had to say. Now keep in mind, he had a friends chat once upon a time. I don't know if he recreated it, but if you are a part of his new friends chat and you were one of his old friends, just keep this message in mind. Laughing my ass off. My friend's chat is just a toxic cesspool of overflowed garbage the toxic community doesn't want. And I told him I know. And then he said minus a few players like Japan or, whoever else, but yeah. So that's what he had to say about you, his friends, in his friends' chat. You're just a toxic cesspool of overflowed trash, garbage that the toxic community doesn't want. But once again, I'm pretty sure I'll be called a liar, correct? I'll be called a liar and everything else, right? But once again, don't take my word for it. Take Casper's word for it, right? This is, after all, a message between me and him, right? Got it. All right, so let's see what else he might think of his friends. So let's see. Oh, check this out. The only reason these people have contact with the other side is because the other side wants to know what we are doing. I said, I know. So this is what he said about them. They aren't good enough to be known to them, as in the other side, as in the people he's rivals with, because I joined back with him. He said they aren't good enough to be known to them. Huh. Damn, these are my friends. Wow. Wade, you lie. Got it. Okay, Casper. I'm the liar. Yeah, right. But anyway, so let's see what he thinks about Japan behind closed doors when nobody's looking. So I told him Japan's not stupid. I think he has messages from them, but don't have them added. And in other words, I had already suspected Japan was talking to Sensei Sonya and whoever else that he, wanting to be friends with people that Casper wasn't friends with. I had already suspected that. And I told him Japan's not stupid. He's probably, in other words, I was saying, I think he's got messages from them, but don't have them added. So that way, if Casper ever asked him to go through his friends list, well, guess what? They're not there, but they're in the messages. But anyway, he said we have to catch him somehow. We can't set him up, but we have to catch him somehow. I don't know why he put the word by. I think he meant to say because. So replace the word by with because. He said, but we have to catch him somehow because I know he's shady. What does the term shady mean? Or does anybody in here watching this have to be educated on what that means? But, Wage, you're a liar. You are lying about Casper. Right? But once again, don't take my word for it. Take his word for it. Right? This is what he really thinks about his friends. Oh, man. That is so interesting to me. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, all right. Well, with that being said, now that we have that out of the way, that's how he feels about his friends. Yeah, let's go into where he's really starting to regret. Let's go into where he's really starting to regret ever having me back with him, right? All of this could have been avoided, Casper, if you never got involved with me. Just letting you know. So with that being said, this is what he had to say. And keep in mind, he doesn't like drama. He doesn't like toxicity. Now, this is what he had to say. As it stands right now, I might just be done with YouTube and Battlefront 2. I lost everything I needed on this game. And I guess he was just talking about Japan. I don't know who else he could have been talking about, but okay. He said, I can tell you right now, me and you on Battlefront 2 competitively will not help our friendship. We need to leave Battlefront 2 alone, man. I'm going to do some hard thinking about it. Then I'll let you know what I'm going to do. And so he said, I'm deleting Battlefront tomorrow as well. I'll talk with you tomorrow. Have a good night, man. By the way, you aren't irrelevant. You're the one of the most capable people I know. Battlefront 2 is dead to me. And in other words, he don't give a fuck about you, the Battlefront 2 community. Well, and I'm not going to play innocent. I damn sure don't give a fuck. I fucking hate the community. I really do. I love Star Wars, but I fucking hate the community. I'll be the first to say it. And the one to be honest about it. Oh, man, let that sink in for a moment. Anyway, with that being said, he said, I'm done with it. I'm playing Skyrim tomorrow. I'm for real this time. No comebacks. And I said, agreed. He said, we need to make an oath with each other to never touch it again despite who contacts us. So in other words, he planned on saying fuck Battlefront 2, you know, because he had me with him. He wanted to move on to other communities because he thought he was going to piggyback off my ass, right? So anyway, with that being said, he said Battlefront 2 is not good. I'm okay with letting my channel die. Screw it, I'll just have $5 grand in equipment for videos for me. I need to get out of my competitive mindset. Right? Okay, so you hear from his own mouth, he damn sure ain't here because he loves the game. He's only here to milk it for the views. I used to love Battlefront 2, and I started doing the same thing eventually. Just getting what views I could out of it. But anyway, he said it doesn't help. I said, if you want, this is what I messaged him, you know, and keep in mind, I'm the bad guy. Well, I'll admit it. I am the bad guy because I never intended on being his friend. But even though I'm one of his worst enemies, I'm still his shoulder to cry on. I'm still the one he comes to. I'm still the one he trusts, and I'm still the one who defended him when all of his friends wanted to turn on him. Right? So I even told him right here, if you want to give up on your channel, that's on you. There are way more enjoyable games you can put on your channel. And in other words, I'm saying you don't have to quit your channel. There's other shit you can put on your channel. So am I really like being a bad guy there? No. He said, let me know when you're on. I was going to ask you to join me in filming my last video. Right? I told him I was on. So, what did he say? Okay, give me a little bit. Are you able to do it in an hour? I said, yeah, let's get this over with. I'm going to go off on everyone. And I was honest, because in his video, I did go off on everyone. I went off on the subscribers. I went off on the community. You know, I went off on his friends. I went off on everyone. And the funny part is, I didn't have to lie about a single word, because everybody did the work for me. But anyway, so he said we should do one final live stream, me and you, to officially end it. And I told him I already made my final video. I'm done. He said, okay, hold on. He said, okay, then I am too. Right? Okay, so with that being said, let's see what else was said. I told him I just uploaded it. Let me know when your video is up. He said he dropped it. I said, nice. They are still trying to invite me to the party, as in Japan and Sly and a few other people were still trying to invite me to the party. And he was laughing about it, and he told me that he was getting invites too. But anyway, with that being said, so now keep in mind, all that time he was talking about dropping that video, the goodbye video, correct? Which would be this video, right? The Battlefront 2 Goodbye by Kid Casper 2 days ago. the very video that doesn't seem to be here today. He removed it. Now, why would he remove his goodbye video? Well, we're going to get to that in just a minute. I will show you why he did that. Because trust me, it's about to be over. All right, so with that being said, Casper feels regret. Now, the reason he did that, let's get into it. Where the title of this is, Casper finally learned. He finally learned. That's why he removed his goodbye video. All right, so once again, the Casper feels regret. All right, so as you can see, the video goodbye used to be here, and now it's no longer there. So now, let's take the time to find out why. Okay? So, number one. Let's see, Archangel messaged me, Casper is hitting me up asking why you blocked him. He sounds pretty upset. Yo, something looks like is going down. I don't understand why. I don't even know what's going on. What happened between you and him? So I asked Archangel, why is he asking you? He said, bro, this man made a whole group chat. You made a whole group chat? Why are you trying to get so many people involved? You finally figured out what happened, and you wanted to get the whole fucking group chat created just for me. Well, Casper, I'm honored, man. I truly am. Anyway, so I replied to Archangel and said, I'm just done with all of them and moving on solo. It's that simple. So I said, what the fuck about the group chat? I said, a group chat for what? He said, just tell him that he's diving into conclusions. Oh, he was telling me to just tell him that. And then he told me that Casper was diving into conclusions. And then I told him, I thought a block would be self-explanatory. I mean, Casper, when somebody blocks you, it's usually for a reason, and it's usually because they don't want to be your friend anymore, just in case that confused you. Well, I hope that puts your curiosity to rest. When somebody blocks you, it means they don't fuck with you no more. All right? Just in case you didn't know. But anyway, as far as conclusions, I told Archangel he can think what he wants. And so moving on. He finally learned. Well, I pretty much figured out what he did. I'll just leave you with a little message to relay to him, as in to wage. King Casper still has an empire, and it's not over. I'm not going to be making any videos on it, but I will tell you he didn't succeed in his mission. Really? I didn't succeed in my mission? So before I show all of you anything else, let's hold on just 1 second. Let's hold on 1 second. I'm not going to be making any videos on it, but I will tell you he didn't succeed in his mission? Really? Casper? I didn't succeed in my mission? So, I didn't expose in the very beginning how cocky you were whenever you had the whole community on me, with me having nobody to fight back with, and anybody who did play with me, you fucking booted them offline. Got them booted offline, my bad. So, let's see. I didn't sweet talk you into trusting me to where everybody would turn on you. So, you don't like hackers and cheaters and all this shit, but yet you don't mind them being on your team. So I didn't expose that as much as you like to say that you hate drama and the toxic community and all kinds of shit, right? But yet you don't mind trolling group chats. right? You don't mind trolling group chats. You don't mind going back to the Battlefront community to settle scores and shut everyone up. That's not your idea of fun, right, Casper? Huh. Interesting. So, let's see here. What? So I didn't accomplish my mission, Casper, whenever I say you use people. So I didn't expose how you like to use people and then upload friendly 1v1s. Interesting. Huh. So I didn't expose how you feel about your friends whenever you say they're just there if we need a new video. Right? So I didn't accomplish my mission whenever I was telling all your friends, which would be SLE Rain apparently is your new friend, Sly Jedi's back to being butt buddies, Japan's back to being butt buddies, Insanity Kane's back to being your butt buddies, Kills is your butt buddy again. So, you know what? You guys, if you watch this, you know, I have nothing personal against none of you except Casper. I want that to be clear. If you are really stupid enough to be friends with a guy like this, after all I've shown you in this video, to where he's saying that you ain't a loss in his book, to where he's saying that you're just a fucking toxic cesspool of overflowed garbage in the toxic community doesn't want, whenever he's telling me behind your back that the only reason people whenever he's telling me behind your back that you ain't good enough to be known to the other side of the community that goes against him. So I didn't expose you calling Japan shady. Huh, interesting. So, wow. Okay, Casper. I didn't succeed in my mission. You know, and it's so funny because these are all the things I said about him in the past that he called me a liar for. That's interesting. So, I didn't expose Casper on how he truly feels about YouTube and how he truly feels about the community and how he feels about his friends and all that shit. I didn't expose none of that shit, Casper. I didn't expose you wanting to move on. You dropped the goodbye video and then deleted it because it's not there now. But it used to be. Where'd it go? Oh, you're not done now. Because what happened? What happened, Casper? What'd you do? What did you do, Casper? Did you go back and tell Rain and Sly and Japan and Insanity and Kills and all your friends? Did you go back to them and simply say, I'm sorry? Is that all it took again? Was a simple, I'm sorry? I'll never do it again. Can you be my friend again? Is that all it took this time too? A simple I'm sorry? Because if it is, that's really fucking sad. Like, you guys should really have more respect for yourselves. Honestly. So, once again, Casper, you figured it out. No, you didn't fucking figure it out, you stupid shit. You didn't figure it out until it was too late. You didn't figure it out. Japan told you. Because I went to Japan, you stupid dumbass. And you know this. You're over here trying to message people, well, I pretty much figured it out. No, you didn't. People came and told you. Because I openly went to them and told them. When it was already too late for you. So let's see. He didn't succeed in his mission. I didn't succeed in my mission, Casper. What didn't I succeed in? I tricked you into being my friend so I could turn everybody against you. And guess what? Everybody turned against you. So to say I didn't accomplish my goal, boy, okay. But anyway, so now getting into it, I said there will be no discussion, so he literally made an entire group chat to pull me in simply because I'm ditching all of them. Okay, but no thank you. This never required an audience or an explanation. Just leave me alone and, say and think what you want. He said, yeah, I didn't even comment or anything. He thinks you are gonna return to Battlefront 2. Dude, I don't give a fuck about Battlefront 2. You're gonna be the only stupid shit returning back to Battlefront 2 because you know damn well that you're just gonna you're gonna lie your ass off to the community, suck the you know what of all the people you betrayed. And you're gonna, or just throw a simple I'm sorry. Apparently that's all it takes. And you're going to be the only one to return into Battlefront 2. I don't give a fuck about Battlefront 2. I said it in your video, the one that you either deleted or made unlisted, in the goodbye video. All right. And he said, and so Archangel messaged me and said, and that it was your plan to turn all the comp community against him. Okay. Well, with that being said, it's time to finally reveal the truth. It's time to finally reveal the truth, Casper. I messaged Archangel and said, what did I say? Well, I'm not returning, and that is true. It was my plan. I just did not realize that everyone would do the work for me. All I had to do was join Casper, and everyone exposed themselves for what I've been saying for the longest time. And they can't really say I was dirty when they are the ones who was doing everything, exposing themselves, and me, Casper's worst enemy, being the only one to defend Casper. So yeah, I guess I'm the villain, 100%. And if so, I don't care. I'm done with them all. That's what I said. All right. So what did I say next? Because this is me finally exposing this whole time that I've been that fucking Palpatine. I said, they can make their stupid video about me as always. I'm used to it, and Casper did not figure it out. I openly went to Japan and told everyone what I did, if you call it doing something. I never lied about anything I said, or nothing. I told Casper, if we made up, everyone would turn on him. Did I lie? The rest really was on everyone. All everyone did was confirm everything I said about Casper by accusing him of it without me even having to say a word. What did, Rain said it? Fucking Japan, Sly, they all came out and said it, like, in that video. And if you think I'm lying, I could prove that too. And I've already got a video of it. The drama all day, every day video, which has 1K views. But nobody likes drama, right? Nobody cares about hearing that shit. Got it. Anyway, and I went on further to say, when we was beefing, he told me he had an empire and the entire comp community headhunting me. The question now is, what empire? All I had to do was watch it burn. And that's true. And what did I say after that? Nothing else. All I had to do was watch it burn. Nothing else. Right? Okay, so with that being said, now if you try to accuse me of being a liar right here, when we was beefing, he told me he had an empire and the entire comp community headhunting me. Right? So, once again, if I'm a liar, let's see what was said back when the beef was official. I personally don't care which way it goes. Honestly, this community is rallied against you at this point. People are aware you will not have a fun experience on this game should you be playing it more than 30 minutes. He didn't mind that. Right? So did I lie? You see, I treat people the right way, and when I ask a favor, it isn't a problem. You should learn that trait. You have some of the best teams after you from mid-tier to S-tier. Once again, Whenever he had everybody on his side, not an issue. And was I lying about anything I said? No, not at all. So good luck trying to prove me as a liar. I told you back then there would be consequences for your actions. You didn't take me seriously, Casper. And then he even went further to say, well, look, I just got done reading all of your messages. I'm not making any more videos on you or any more community posts as it currently stands. Over here talking like some kind of fucking king or a god or some shit. I am responsible for the current standing of the community people against you, of which I don't regret, as I feel it's deserved against you. Really? Interesting, Casper. Because, okay, back to the truth revealed. So you can't say that I lied about anything, right? So anyway, I told him, I messaged Archangel again, and I said, Palpatine profile for a reason. Don't play mind games with me. You won't like the results. And then I put on here, so now everyone can kiss and make up as I expected. Sooner or later it would happen after I expose the community for what they really are. Tell them thanks for the cooperation. It made my job easy. And to be real, you really did make my job easy, to be honest with you. And Casper, I even hinted to you back then. Whenever we were trying to squash the beef, I told you, you will learn why I became the way I am. You're too nice. You trust people. I automatically expect people to fuck me over. That's where you and me are different, buddy. So now, I hope it's a lesson learned. Don't trust anyone. All right. Anyway, so with him saying, now keep in mind, what did he say beforehand, right? What did he say beforehand? Beforehand, whenever he was finally figuring it out, he said, Wage didn't succeed in his mission, right? Okay, but in the outcome, what did he say? Let's see what he said. The king fell. Congratulations, the comp community is half and half. Wage won. He played me again, and this time he took my money too. Goodbye. Really? But you said just a second ago, when you didn't have everything figured out, that I didn't succeed in my mission, Casper. Oh, by the way, if you're really trying to talk about me taking your money, bro, like, really? Did I ask for your money? Did I ask you to get me anything, or did you offer it to me as a holiday gift? Who am I to say no to a Christmas gift? Merry Christmas, by the way. All right. So, and keep in mind, Casper. I want you to see this. I want you to pay close attention to a message that you left. Right? Did you ever think this message would come back to relate to you? Kid Casper, 4 days ago, on my video called The Final Goodbye, where I was exposing some stuff, like some combos that are insta-kills and some bugs and shit like that. Let's see what he said. From Kid Casper. Imagine all that trash talk from the comp community just for them to learn something. Keep in mind, let me re-say this. Imagine all that trash talk from the comp community. Wasn't you a part of the comp community, Casper? And wasn't you one of them who used to be talking trash about me? Oh. Huh, okay. Just for them to learn something from you again in the end. Well, Casper, I hope this was a lesson learned. And then he says, what a just way to end it. I agree. This was very justified. If you couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it any better, Casper. This was a very just way to end everything. And then what'd you say? Giving the middle finger to everybody who ever called you trash. Casper, there was once upon a time you called me trash. And yeah, you're right. This is a final middle finger. Actually, two. Fully extended with foam gloves. Just so that way I can make the middle fingers go longer. Alright? A middle finger to you, bro. Friend. Alright, just making sure that you know that. Alright? Keep in mind, man. There's just a little lesson that you need to remember about Palpatine. What does it say? It says, Palpatine was able to easily cloud the Jedi's Force sense and conceal his own presence with ease. And I did. He even stood in front of the entire Jedi Council, and none of them, not even Master Yoda himself, could sense that Palpatine was a Sith Lord all along. Oh, by the way, what is my profile picture, Casper? Or have you not caught on yet? Yeah. Okay, everybody. Make your own choices. I'm interested to see what everybody has to say in this comment section. Have a nice day.